Hey, welcome back, everybody. We've all experienced hardships in our life. We've all experienced hard things, and we've all experienced the struggle. And some of us might ask ourselves, where's God in that? Where is he? I don't feel close to him. I don't feel him. And we may even be confused by some verses in the Bible. And I want to read with you right now real quick from Psalms 34, starting in verse 17. It says, godly people cry out, and the Lord hears them. He saves them from all their troubles. Now, that can be confusing for us because saving us from our troubles might look like solving them, might look like resolving them. But when our troubles involve someone who's near and dear to our heart dying, what does that look like? Does that look like bringing that person back to life? How can God save us from that trouble? Well, that's the problem with the way that humanity thinks, that the way that we think as humans. We expect a certain outcome, and the problem solution that we come up with in our head, it must be the only way. But for me, what this verse means is that when God saves me from my trouble, he's there for me. He helps me through it. When I don't have the strength to persevere, I can lean into him and his strength. I'm going to continue reading. Check out what this says. The Lord is close to those whose hearts have been broken. He saves those whose spirits have been crushed. The person who does what is right may have many troubles, but the Lord saves them from them all. Look, when I was growing up, I got myself into a lot of trouble. And there was a point in my life where I thought the only solution was not being here anymore. And that couldn't have been further from the truth. God had a purpose for my life. And the same is true for you. The same is true that God has a purpose for your life. So these troubles may not be resolved or solved or taken away in the way that we think they should. You know, the God that loves us so much has a different way of thinking, has a different way of resolving those troubles. So I encourage you that in those times of troubles where you're like, God, this is what I think should happen. Remember that that's what we think, that God is still right by us. He's near to those whose hearts have been broken. He saves those whose spirits have been crushed. So as you head into this week, I pray that you have that hope for a brighter tomorrow, for a brighter today, for a brighter right now. I look forward to speaking with you guys and seeing you again next week. Later.